from Rotary and the fun that I've had experiencing in like the Christmas parade, and I guess I'm going to ring the bell tonight, and then the mixer and all that. It gets me off the ranch because really, honestly, during the day, you wouldn't recognize me. And so it gets me to go into my closet and put on clothes and makeup and come. So, I believe
well, normally when your boss asks you to join the club, you say yes because that's what you do. So, but I'm really glad that you did. I've been trying to find a way to get back to the community. It's been blessed in my life, so I'm glad to be part of this group and part of this network.
I'm just so excited to be a part of this group. When I moved back to Tyler, it was great to come here in Dixie and see a bunch of familiar faces and people that have been connected to my family for years. And as a board member on Camp B and on Women's Night, I see the work that you do, and it made me want to be a part of this group.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the newest Rotarians.
Well, I'll have to say this makes a very exciting day to have 4 new members. We hope that you'll enjoy and love this club the way that we will enjoy and love you. And we appreciate you having the spirit and the heart into the world. It's people like you that make it all a better place to live. Thank you.
Yes.
That's too exciting. Okay. Next week, our speaker is going to be Paul Gleiser. And I think you all know who he is. It's going to be fun because he's going to do 2020 looking back. That ought to be pretty fun.
Not exactly. It's 2020, the people we lost in 2020.
Oh, okay. All right, that sounds great too. All right, and now then, Allison Cambry, if you'll come forward again, he's going to introduce our program for today. Thank you, Allison.
We have with us today Ann Ferguson, who is a native of Waco. She is a graduate of Baylor University. And I'm trying to find her here.
Go Bears!
She majored in social work and psychology. From the very beginning almost of her adult life has been passionately involved with impacting children and families. She's volunteered, interned, and worked in nonprofit industry since her youth. Before joining, the man served as the Chief Program Officer for the Family Legacy Missions, which was based in Dallas, helping vulnerable children in Lusaka, Zambia. Her background also includes time at the Dallas Children's Advocacy Center. And to you, Ann Ferguson.
Well, it's a pleasure to be with you all today. I'm going to do my best, not only to speak a little bit loudly, but also to hold the microphone so you all can hear me. If you don't, though, feel free to come by and ask me any questions. I'm a little bit of a mobile talker, so if it's all right with you, I'll probably stand outside of the podium. But also, I am filling in for my coworker, Suzette, who's our Vice President of Community Development, and I am on less than 24-hour notice. So I'm going to have to peek over to my notes a little bit here and there. As you said, my name is Ann. I'm privileged to serve as the Vice President of Programs at the Mentoring Alliance. I am originally from Waco, and I'm new to the Tyler community. So I moved here about 8 months ago, and 2 days later started my new job at the Mentoring Alliance. So it's a privilege to be with some faithful community members here, and for me this is a great opportunity to connect and also learn more about Tyler as well. But I'm grateful to be with you all today to share with you a little bit about what we do at the Mentoring Alliance. I've been learning along the way myself, so I'm excited to get to share with you all today. You know, at the Mentoring Alliance, we have a pretty simple mission statement. We exist to mobilize godly people into the lives of children and families to provide tangible help and eternal hope. It's simple, but profound. And when I think about what we do, it's obvious that we're impacting children. And in a minute, we'll show a video, and I'll share with you about our programs. It's pretty clear that we are dedicated to impacting the lives of children. But what's really special that I think we get to do is also impact the lives of their families as well. You know, it's an old adage, it takes a village to raise a child. I probably could have just said it takes a village, and you all could have filled in the rest of the sentence for me, right? For those of us who are Christians, we know that's a biblical truth, and that community is intrinsically part of God's design. That He intended for us to be in relationship with each other and not to do this life in isolation. And what's really special for me about what we do at Mentoring Alliance is we get to come alongside of families that may not have that village community around them, may not have access to certain opportunities to help them with raising their children. You know, as I reflect back on my own childhood, I was fortunate to have awesome parents, and they provided a lot of opportunities for me. My friends' parents poured into me. I got to go to summer camp. I got to go to a great university. Come on, Baylor people. I mean, I heard loud whoops for A&M and UT, but Zicka, that's right. And so as I reflect on who I am today, there's no doubt that those opportunities and those men and women had a profound impact on my life. And what we get to do at Mentoring Alliance is to come alongside of families that may not have those resources and be part of their community to impact the lives of their children and bring that support. So if you'll be okay with it, we'll start with a quick video just to give you an overview of the organization, and then I'll give you a little bit more information from there.
And children today have the peace they all deserve. And how can they transform that peace into perseverance? And that perseverance into character. And that character into hope, so that they can thrive. It begins with you and me. More parents than ever are saying that they need support in the everyday. And we're ready to be that village. It's a community that works hard to connect with one another so that our children wait in confidence. That's why the Mentoring Alliance has supported hundreds of families throughout the years to help in 3 practical ways. All of them excellent, because our children deserve the highest standards. Number 1, affordable, excellent summer camps led by highly trained role models who love Jesus. Parents have peace of mind that their children are safe and loved Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And the kids, well, they're so distracted by the bounce houses and laser tag that they don't even realize they're growing academically and spiritually too. Number 2, a mentoring program that connects compassionate adults with school-aged children is for children whose parents have asked for an extra voice in their child's life. The mentor can say, I'm not perfect, but I believe in you, and I'm not going anywhere. The best part? Watching 2 new families become friends. Number 3, affordable after-school programs on campus in Tyler, Bullard, and White House Public Schools. Students are high-fived by top-tier role models as soon as the last school bell rings. They have friends, homework support, and optional Bible studies, and working parents, well, they have peace of mind. So again, it begins with you and me. Let's be there for each other. Who doesn't need more support, and who doesn't want their children to succeed? We're done with disconnected communities and families feeling unsupported. Welcome to the Mentoring Alliance, a place where parents get the help they need and children know they can thrive.
I mean, there's nothing I could say that could better capture the life and the joy of what we get to do in our programs and the smiling faces of those kids and our staff. I just love getting to see that, and it's even more fun to get to be part of it in real life. I'll go in a little bit of a different order than the video and just kind of give you more information about each of our 3 programs. Our after-school program really is sort of the centerpiece in many ways of what we do. Our origins as an organization were with the Boys and Girls Club of East Texas, and of course, Alliance. We have a phenomenal relationship with school districts here, especially Tyler ISD, but also White House and Bullard, and we are actually operating our after-school program in 19 locations at elementary schools. You know, that's really remarkable when you think about we're a Christian ministry, and we have Bible study as part of our program, and to be able to work alongside of these school districts is just really a door that God's opened for us and allowed us to have that opportunity to minister to children. We have over 950 kids enrolled in our program right now, We think we're going to go a little higher than that in the spring. We're hoping and praying to reach about 1,400 by March, so we're working towards that. Our after-school programs are run by mostly college students and part-time staff. We only hire the best of the best, and we do our best to train them well so that they can build relationships with the kids in their group and make this a great experience. In addition to helping with homework, they get to have fun and play. Like I mentioned, we do Bible study time and what we call hang times, where staff get to build personal. What's special about it is that it's not only benefiting the kids' academic success and their reading levels. We're seeing improvements in behavior at school and in our program. But imagine as a parent, and especially in our program, half of the students in our program are coming from single-parent households. As a parent, to know that you need to go work full-time and that your child is safe, cared for, and having academic needs met, it's a huge blessing. The second program we have that we're really proud of is our summer camp. You saw a lot of the inflatables and the bowling and all that kind of fun activity on the video. That's from our summer camp program. Also working through the schools in Tyler ISD. Last year we had 4 sites, and we did fortunately get to operate summer camp even in light of COVID with some great medical directors. They helped us pull it off. And this year we're going to be expanding to a 5th location in White House. We're really excited about that. What's great about summer camp is that it's an affordable opportunity for everyone in our community to be able to send their child to at least 1 week of summer camp, if not all 10 if they would like to. In addition to all the fun we get to have with games and activities and songs and dancing and all of that, our students have the opportunity to attend 2 hours of academics each day. What's really cool is that the teachers from Tyler ISD who get to work with us love getting to do this in the summer because they get to jump outside of all the requirements of everyday classroom work, and they get to just enjoy the love of teaching kids and having fun. Peace of mind of knowing that my child's safe all day, but they're also having fun, they're growing academically, and they're growing spiritually. And the last thing we get to do is one of our favorite things, and that's our Mentor Connect program, which connects godly men and women, children in our community. All of the kids in our Mentor Connect program are from single-parent households. And these are moms or dads who said, hey, I just need someone else to kind of come alongside of me and my child and provide that extra layer of support and care, spiritual guidance, academic guidance, whatever it may be. And so we have about 200 active mentor matches right now, which is really phenomenal. We had a goal of 30 new matches by the end of the year, starting in September, and we are 2 away. So I will just make a plug. If anybody's looking for a way to invest in the life of a child, mentorship, there's no doubt the benefits of it are just unbelievable. So if you're interested, let me know. You know, I won't take too much longer. I'd love to take questions from you, but I'll leave you with this. You know, these are all great, the mechanics of our programs and all the things we get to do. You know, we're fortunate and blessed to be able to minister to children and families. But recently, I got to hear a testimony from a mom whose daughter is in her 4th year in our after-school program and got to attend summer camp this last summer. And this mom's name is Brandy. She's a single mom of 2 children, one of whom obviously is in our program. And her words and her testimony, it was simple but profound. So if you'll indulge me, I'm going to share a little bit of what she said. She said, I have a full-time job, which is very stressful. So having someone make sure her homework is done and done accurately by the time I get off helps alleviate some of my responsibility at home. So when we're at home, I can just check homework and have that much more quality time to spend with her. And as she shared this next part, she began to cry, and frankly, me too. And she said, I would say the counselors, these are our staff group leaders, are just as impactful as the homework assistants. There are a lot of times when you're by yourself and you feel like you're not enough. As a single mom, I mean, just to see it in her eyes and on her face, she's doing everything she can to provide for her kids and invest in them and prepare them for life. There are times when it feels like it's not enough. But to hear my daughter come home and talk about Miss Kaylee and Miss Hannah and Miss Belen and all the counselors who have impacted her, It makes me feel good because there are a lot of things I can't do by myself. And there's just no better way to sum it up. It's so amazing to me that we get to impact Brandy's daughter, but more than that, we get to impact Brandy. And that is how I think we'll begin to really see community impact and long-term community change. So thank you so much for having me. I would love to take questions if you have them, and just give you more information about our program.
How many kids do you have like on a waiting list to be paired with a mentor?
That's a great question. We don't have a lot waiting right now, but we do always have more children waiting than we have mentors. And so there can be anywhere from 10 to 20 at a time that are waiting. One of the difficulties with that is that if a child waits for too long, sometimes it's difficult when we do have a mentor come available to get them sort of reinterested in the program. So certainly there's a need. Yes?
How do the kids or the parents now find out about the program?
Sure. So that's a great question. Many of the students in our after-school program, we're very fortunate to be in the elementary schools. We're a convenient choice for a lot of the families. But what we find is that once they enroll, they continue to enroll. And once they're in one program, they get really exposed to the others. And so over time, we begin to see children who sign up for the after-school program, because it's conveniently located at their elementary school, then sign up to go to summer camp as well. That's what, Brandy, our mom here, that's what happened with her daughter. She went to after school for 3 years and then ended up going to summer camp. And then children in the mentorship program are recommended either by our staff or a school counselor at one of the elementary schools that we work at. Yes?
Tell us about your funding. I'm sure you have that part of your program.
Yes, certainly. Well, we are fortunate to have a variety of funding sources. It's usually very healthy for a nonprofit, right? Our program does have a fee-based component to it, so families are asked to pay a fee for the after-school program and the summer camp program, but it's on a sliding scale, so that those in most need are able to pay our lowest rates, and even then, we're able a lot of times to scholarship children into our programs as well, so that they don't actually have to pay anything at all. We had 500 offered scholarships for summer camp this last year, which is great. In addition to that, we're very thankful for many, many community members who support what we do through financial giving and make contributions every year to continue supporting the work that we do. We just launched a monthly giving opportunity because we know those monthly contributions help sustain the work. And then we do often apply for foundations and grants to receive funding in that way as well. So we've got a good, diverse source of funding right now. Of course, there's always more work to do on that. So.
Add all that together, how big is your budget?
I had a feeling you were going to ask that question. I conveniently have my financial page right here. Our budget last year was about $5 million, and it'll be about the same this next fiscal year. We run July 1 to June 30 for fiscal year, which is a little tricky when you got a summer camp that runs June, July.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where do you hold those?
Great question. Yeah, so our summer camps are held in the middle schools for Tyler ISD. So last summer we were at Bolter Middle School, Moore Middle School, Three Lakes, and Hubbard. And then this next summer we will also be at a location in White House. So we're very excited for that. It'll actually be one of their elementary schools that's formerly an intermediate school.
Two questions. One, what's the cutoff age for kids to participate? And do any of your kids participating come back to council?
Great. Oh, I love both those questions. Okay, I'm getting out from behind the podium. Actually, my very first job had somebody tell me that I shouldn't stand behind podiums because I'm too short, so I'm a little self-conscious about it. In any case, for after school, we only go through elementary age. We work at a couple of elementary schools that do go up to 6th and 7th grade, and we do provide service for them, but not at any of the middle schools. For summer camp, kids going into 6th grade, that's the last year they can attend. For our mentorship program, we do match adolescents as well. Usually in that 13-14 range would be about where we try to go ahead and make that match as early as possible. And then do we have kids becoming staff? We do, and this is just starting to happen for us. We're about 7 years old as the mentor. Well, it's a little more complicated than that. But anyway, about 7 years into this. And we do have staff that are coming back. In fact, just in the last couple of months, we had a young lady who is now at, I believe, UT Tyler, and she was a mentee in our program and still has a relationship with her mentor, and she is officially working as a group leader at one of our after-school locations. Isn't that cool? It's just neat to see that cycle continue, and now she's getting to give back because someone impacted her life. And we're hopeful that that trend will continue, and we're going to start working really hard on that. Maybe get some junior counselors going at summer camp, right? Yeah.
No, I'm not the junior counselor.
Awesome. Yeah. Yes.
Your mentor program, do they have to go through any training or process and how many hours per month?
Right. Great question. We do a lot of training with our mentors. Obviously, there's a lot just in regards even to child protection that we want people to be aware of. We want and encourage people to build healthy relationships with their mentees, but we want to be sure that we're doing that safely. We are actually right now at work on increasing our training opportunities throughout the life of a mentor's experience with us, so that they are well equipped to minister to the child that they're working with and their family. And the second question you asked, our commitment. We ask our mentors to connect with their mentees twice a month. And that could be at least one time in person. The other time could be a phone call or something like that, especially this year with COVID changing things so much. We've learned a lot about virtual mentorship. So, yeah. Any other questions? Great. Well, thank you all so much. It's a privilege to be with you. Congratulations to your new members, and to you students. You inspire us all.
Very much.
Before you leave, Ada, we want to give you a certificate for your time today. We make a donation to the Literacy Council in your name.
Oh, thank
and
you.
Here's a certificate. We'd love for you to be proud enough to hang it in your office.
Yes, thank you.
And let me just say, she is short. she is short, but in our eyes, you're a giant.
Oh,
for what you do. Okay, let's see here. Now then, I think it's time for the drawing for the weekly Ace of Diamonds raffle. What's our total today, JB?
$1,498.
Almost $1,500.
Yeah, almost 1,500. 24 cards. So we're kind of getting low. Oh,
Okay. You get to choose one. Last three.
Okay. I hope I make them happy. 030.
030.
I think that's a benefactor.
030.
Must be present to win.
Okay, so try.
I think it's a benefactor ticket.
Well, have we checked those?
That's what I'm working on.
Okay.
I mean, I've got 29, I know through.
Yeah, I got you. I know I had 5 in my pocket, I didn't want.
Yep, it's a benefactor ticket.
Oh, great, it's a benefactor ticket. So, how are you going to draw?
I'm gonna go get it. Yep.
Okay. If Holly draws the Ace of Diamonds.
For those that don't know what benefactor is, we have a unknown donor of funds towards the Good News Basket. They don't want to keep, or not Good News, but Ace Diamonds, and they don't really want anybody to know who they are. And so they just hand us money at the desk, and we hold on to the ticket, whether it's Jennifer or I, and then we draw, and everything goes to the club instead of.
do it right.
No, not hard.
next time. Thank you all today for coming. It's been really a joyous hour. Learned a lot and had a lot to be thankful for. If you'll all stand and join me now in the four-way test of the things we think, say, and do. Number 1, is it the truth? Number 2, is it very well concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? And lastly, will it be beneficial to all concerned? We're adjourned. All this help.
We'll have to make you a list.
I screw it up every time. But at least I'm getting Alice's name right. No, I just can't read, can't talk, can't see, can't hear. Number 1.
Is it okay to put these on Facebook, guys? Yes. Thank Okay, now, would you get your guest or your parents that was with you, and then you bring yours up? You didn't bring any? You came all by, it's okay. Sometimes folks have to be other places when they can't be here. Very good. Thank you.
Shovel that one down. 1, 2.
What time?
So you're going to send an office.
Thank you. I think it's great.
Looking to do something.
Wow, what happened?